So surely this should just be, what, 2 quick wins and then we get into Master Ball tier. Simple as that, right? Ooh, Dondozo Tatsugiri, as well as a Fluttermane and an Iron Moth, and also the classic, the monstrosity themselves, Mousehold. Here's a question. Is this the beat up Annihilate strat, or is this a wide lens, let me just KO you instantly Mousehold? Honestly, the only way I can see myself countering a possible beat-up Mousehold Annihilate is to just lead with Tyranitar Lycanroc and just insta-KO it. That's like my best bet. And then I think I need to have Annihilate Amoonguss in the back for a possible Dondozo. I very rarely use Gyarados. I bring a Gyarados if I know there is an Earthquake coming or if I need Intimidates. Tatsugiri Iron Moth is the lead. Interesting. Boost Energy. Special attack. Iron Moth, let's see. Boost Energy, correct. And it is a special attack. Speed! I would assume Tatsugiri is also Scoffed, right? So this is a very, very fast team. Do you have Dondozo in the back is my question. You know what? Let's just go for it. Rock Slide Helping Hand. Tyranitar doesn't get a chance to move here. I think I go Helping Hand. Actually, in hindsight, maybe Rock Slide could have been nicer with Tyranitar because if it does survive a Tatsugiri Muddy Water, it gets off a +2 Rock Slide of his own. But I think I just want to make sure I KO something here. So maybe this is best. He's also Terraning. Let's see what it is. Terra Iron Moth, maybe? Into Grass? Terra Iron Moth into Grass. Yep, probably Energy Ball, I would have to guess, or something. Helping Hand goes off. This might not KO now, actually. But maybe we get a flinch, though. Maybe we get a flinch. Let's see how much does it do. Oh my goodness, never mind. Hang on. Woo! Insta-KO the Iron Moth and brings Tatsugiri down to Sash, which, if he doesn't... Oh, well, yeah, no. Tatsugiri dies to Sand. It doesn't matter. But Muddy Water probably does... Oh, no, he Icy wins. Interesting. Focus Sash Icy Wind lowers my speed, doesn't proc my weakness policy, though. Important. That is actually wild. It's Fluttermane, and what else comes out? Fluttermane and Annihilate. Ooh, Fluttermane, Annihilate. It's not Boost Energy, and it is not Sash on Fluttermane. I assume Leftovers Annihilate, and I assume Choice Specs on the Fluttermane. Let's just go Rock Slide, Crunch. We go first. We miss on the Annihilate. That's not too bad. Actually, that's fine. If we miss on somebody, I'm glad we miss Annihilate. And we insta-KO the Fluttermane. Oh my goodness. That means we don't give him a free Rage Fist stack. And instead we get a Crunch onto him. Drain Punch does connect though. But let's see. We have to be careful now. So this gives him 1 stack of Rage Fist. Crunch does about half health. Okay, here's the plan. Rage Fist shouldn't KO me here. So I think... Oh, his Rage Fist shouldn't KO me. So I think I can go for a Bulk Up and a Protect here. Protect on Tyranitar because he wants to Drain Punch my... Never mind. He doesn't want to Drain Punch my Tyranitar to heal up. He wants to cancel the battle. Never mind. Woo! Shout out to Lycanroc KOing the Iron Moth in 1 hit with Rock Slide. I suppose Helping Hand. Maybe the Helping Hand really did matter there. Because I don't think that KO'd without Helping Hand. Alright, battle against Sergio. Arcanine, Amoonguss, Roaring Moon, Iron Bundle, Goldengo, and Iron Hands. Alright, let's see. I'm tempted to just lead double with the Sand lead, right? He doesn't have any competing weather, but he does have Arcanine to lower attack and then Iron Bundle to lower speed. So it is a bit concerning to lead like that. Also, the Iron Hands with Fake Out is an option. So you know what? Let's bring in Annihilate in the back. And let's also have... I feel like Fluttermane might be nice for that Roaring Moon. Let's see. I'm guessing he leads Arcanine and something else. Never mind. Iron Hands Goldengo. Alright, so... There is a very real opportunity of just going Fake Out plus Make It Rain here. I could Terra Tyranitar here and possibly dodge a Fake Out and also switch in Annihilate. The thing is, I am worried about Goldengo. So I go Terra Ghost, avoid a possible Fake Out, Crunch Goldengo. Let's let it rip. Let's see what happens. Fake Out is absolutely coming from the Iron Hands. This just means that no matter what he uses it on, it doesn't affect anyone. Make It Rain. I would imagine you'd use Make It Rain here with Goldengo, right? No way you're Shadow Balling. Well, even if he does Shadow Ball Tyranitar, I might survive that because I'm under Sand. Fake Out doesn't affect. Oh, he was going for Annihilate. It doesn't matter anyway. Make it rain. It gives us 1 stack of Rage Fist. Special attack falls. Crunch does decent amount of damage. Not enough, but decent amount. Now, I don't think that's Choice Specs. That does not look like enough damage to be a Choice Specs. Make it rain. Goldengo also has leftovers. I see. So that's why it didn't do so much damage. Let's go for a bulk up. No, let's crunch again. It's protecting. Okay, that's fine. We do bulk up, so we get a free bulk up off. What does... It's probably going to use Volt Switch or Wild Charge from the Iron Hand. Hopefully he uses it on Annihilate, so I get a free Rage Fist stack. And it's Wild Charge onto the Annihilate. Hopefully I survive. Yep. That's 1 extra stack of Rage Fist. You are just helping me out here. Honestly, I might just go for a Protect here first. Protect. Crunch, get rid of Goldengo. Never mind, he just withdraws straight away. Probably could have gotten away with the Drain Punch then. Arcanine, alright, to try and lower our attack. We are now neutral at least with Annihilate, but we are still +1 defense. Will-O-Wisp is a bit of an issue or possibility here as well from Arcanine, so we do have to be a bit careful. Defense drops from Arcanine though, which is nice. Volt Switch doesn't connect because of Protect. Very nice. No extreme speed as well, so we don't have to worry about that, but Will-O-Wisp is almost assuredly coming from the Arcanine, right? I think now I just go for Rage Fist onto Arcanine. Or should I Drain Punch? I want to try and heal up my Annihilate here. Drain Punch to Arcanine. Even though we are at neutral, but we do have minus defense on the Arcanine, so I think we should be fine. And then we can Rock Slide as well. Hopefully this should... fine. Okay, Will-O-Wisp being the Tyranitar, that's fine. I would rather you Will-O-Wisp Tyranitar than my Annihilate. I do think we still get the KO with Rock Slide plus Drain Punch. Drain Punch gets us a huge amount of healing, thankfully. Lets us survive whatever Iron Hands is going to try and do next. Citrus Berry, okay, maybe we don't KO the Arcanine anymore now. This probably doesn't KO. Maybe Sand does though. So let's see, Rock Slide next. Yep. Shout out to Sand. Maybe we also get a flinch on Iron Hands as well. Nope, Volt Switch goes off. What are you going to bring out? Surely you don't bring out Goldengo here, right? Surely you bring out something else. Which is going to be... Also, this does mean that he gets another chance to... Fake out again. Okay, Iron Bundle. So this is going to be for speed control. I think Sandstorm does end soon. So I might switch out here to Fluttermane and Protect with Annihilate here. Does he bring out the Goldengo or the Iron Hands? Surely he brings out Iron Hands here, right? Because Iron Hands can go for... Well, Iron Hands can't fake out right now, but Goldengo is very, very weak. I suppose if he brings out Goldengo, he could try an Icy Wind, lower speed, to allow Goldengo to go first. Yep, there it is. There's Goldengo. How many turns left of Sand? 1. Tyranitar doesn't survive this. Iron Bundle didn't have booster energy, I think. Honestly, I could just Protect, Annihilate, and... switch out. This means I can reset the Sand when Tyranitar comes back in again next turn. And also, Sash should at least keep Fluttermane alive a little bit. He might honestly just straight up KO Fluttermane, but I don't mind sacking it because... Oh, never mind, he just protects. Okay. Icy Wind then, surely. Hydro Pump. Oh, okay. Oh wow, I could have gotten a free attack off with Tyranitar this turn. To be fair though, Burn, not done much. Sandstorm fades. Honestly, I might switch Annihilate out here. Sure, I lose, what? I lose +1 defense, but I mean, Iron Bundle Goldengo, that's special attack oriented right now. That's not really what I'm concerned about. So I think set up Sand and Shadow Ball the Goldengo. He's probably going to Icy Wind though. Icy Wind plus Make It Rain. And Michael Lopunny is not in this gen. But I would not be surprised if they do add it in, like, as Power says, if they add it in the DLC. Alright, here comes the Terra. Terra onto the Goldengo. Terra Water. Interesting. That's a defensive Terra, right? It's not like it has Terra Blast or something. Shadow Ball does go first, though. This should KO. Yes, it does. Alright. Even with the Water Terra, you are still susceptible to Shadow Ball. This means that we should be perfectly fine now, because also we have... Oh, Encore. Really? Encore onto what would have been my Annihilate. I guess... What, were you hoping to Encore me into protecting? But I mean, I don't think that Iron Bundle had boost energy speed. I don't even know if that is that fast. Actually, I know it's not fast because this Flutter Mane was slower than it. Or faster than it. And it has Sash. That's interesting. But let's see. Iron Hands can't fake out here. So let's just go Rock Slide, Moon Blast, the Iron Hands. Yeah, Flutter Mane is way faster. Hydro Pump, and he misses the Hydro Pump as well. Oh my goodness. Insult to injury. Rock Slide does huge damage to Iron Bundle, nothing to Iron Hands. Thankfully though, we have Flutter Mane. Volt Switch does basically nothing. Honestly, just having so many ghost types probably really hindered this Iron Hands. Because what, it has Fake Out, I assume Drain Punch, Volt Switch, and what, Wild Charge? So it effectively nullified half of his moves. Volt Switch isn't really that good for damage. And this should be it then. Rock Slide. Actually, no, he probably does KO Tyranitar with Iron Bundle this turn. No, yeah, or he just cancels straight away. Shout out to the ghost types. Flutter Mane, Arcanine, Iron Hands, Chien-Pao, Gastrodon, and Ting Lu. Let's lead the boys. Let's have Annihilate Amoonguss in the back. Now let's have a look and see what does he lead with. Iron Hands, Chien-Pao. We run the risk of Fake Out going onto somebody, but we don't know who. Let's do the same thing I did the last time I was faced with a Fake Out threat. Switch in, Annihilate for that sweet ghost type, go ghost with Tyranitar as well, get the double ghost out onto the field, and have a Rock Slide go off as well. Hopefully he goes Fake Out Sacred Sword, and I just get immune to everything here. That would be the ideal scenario. Why would he not click Sacred Sword here? Like, why would you Sucker Punch here? I guess he can maybe Sucker Punch, but if he was Sucker Punching, he would Sucker Punch my Lycanroc, because that would be the more immediate threat, I think. And that's the thing that you have to outspeed. So, surely, Fake Out Sacred Sword. Fake Out, doesn't matter who you use it on. You use it on the... Yes, yes, yes! Sacred Sword, Fake Out, perfect. Rock Slide gets off, hits both of them, takes Chien-Pao down low enough that, honestly, Sand might KO next turn. Okay, that was a crit on Iron Hands as well, wow. How much does Sand do? Not enough to KO, I think. Honestly, with this setup, I don't see how they damage me. So I think I just go for a bulk up on the Annihilate. And honestly, I think I protect with the Tyranitar here. Because here's the thing. Chien-Pao probably has Protect, Sacred Sword, Sucker Punch, which if I protect bulk up doesn't do anything to me, and Ice Spinner, which isn't too much of a threat right now, so I can go for a bulk up here. Iron Hands, Fake Out, Drain Punch, Wild Charge, Volt Switch. Both of those other two electric moves don't do too much to me, so I think I can get away with a bulk up Protect here. Let's see. Sucker Punch, yep, there it is. Onto Annihilate, right? Doesn't work. That means we get off a free bulk up. Well, I say free, but please attack me as well with your Iron Hands. Never mind, it's into the TTar. That is another free turn, essentially, for a bulk up. Honestly, I could just do it again, right? What do they do here? What do they... Honestly, I'm gonna Protect again, even though I don't even want to get the double Protect. Just because I know I don't want to risk getting Sucker Punched. I want the Chien-Pao to die to Sand. Meanwhile, Iron Hands can't really do much here. We saw him try and use Wild Charge, but even then that won't do much. So let's bulk up again, get 2 stacks. His next Pokemon should be all weak to me. So we should be fine. Let's Protect again. He just withdraws, alright. And he brings in Gastrodon. Interesting. Earth Power, I suppose. Protect doesn't land. Fine, that means he probably gets a Wild Charge onto my Tyranitar, but I'm fine with that. Yep. It is, does... What is that, about 90 damage? I do have to be a bit careful now about that Gastrodon. Oh, that's leftovers in the Iron Hands. Okay, interesting. Surely we just Drain Punch, right? We don't have any stacks of Rage Fist yet, so Drain Punch is the more effective option. The Gastrodon. And Ooh, I think I protect here. Gastrodon is the main threat right now because that is the special attacker. Drain Punch does a lot of damage. It is a bit concerning that we don't go first. Oh, sorry, that Gastrodon goes after us, so... But I mean, we can just heal up after that. Yawn! Yawning my Annihilate that has Vital Spirit, you fool! Alright, let's see. That means it's a free KO next turn. Iron Hands is still pretty much a non-issue here. Honestly, I can switch into my Amoonguss next turn as well. So let's Drain Punch Gastrodon. Actually, wait, hang on. If he switches out, let's try and read a possible switching here. I could go for Rage Fist. Rage Fist does more damage because I... Wait, no, I still don't have a stack of Rage Fist yet. So Drain Punch is the play. Drain Punch, switch into Amoonguss. Because now we can start... now we can get the ball rolling with the Annihilate just KOing everything here. Because we can have... Protect. Alright, that's fine. But we can start getting off Rage Powders to redirect damage. This is probably another wild charge coming from the Iron Hands. Yep. That's fine though. We take no damage from that. Sandstorm does go down. Gastrodon cannot protect again. Honestly, we just go for Drain Punch and protect again. Like, literally, I'm walling this Iron Hands with just resisting and protects. I mean, best case scenario, he tries to attack my Annihilate with Wild Charge or Volt Switch, but that just gives me a stack and does no damage. Otherwise, he attacks into a protecting Amoonguss, so that's fine. Now I get free damage onto whatever comes out. Fluttermane, I mean... Oh, actually, that's huge. That is huge for him. Boost Energy, Photosynthesis, Special Attack. That is actually very scary now. Because Drain Punch won't land here. I even looked at it and I thought, I don't need to use Drain Punch here. I could use Rage Fist for coverage or whatever else he throws in. Rage Fist would have KO'd the Gastrodon anyway, so I think Rage Fist was definitely the play here. That is fine though, because now I can protect and hopefully spore the Fluttermane here, as long as it doesn't have Goggles or a Lumberry. Well, no, it had Boost Energy, so we know that for a fact. We should be able to get off a Spore here, unless he Terra's Grass. I doubt he'll do. Terra Grass on a Fluttermane is not a very common thing, I think. But drawing Iron Hands as well. This Chien Pao. Gastrodon, no. I guess, yeah, getting out your special attackers would be the way to go against my Annihilate. Up! And it is indeed a Terra onto the Fluttermane. Is this really going to be Grass Terra? To avoid a Spore? No, it's Fairy for extra damage. Alright, let's see. What is it going to be? All we need to do is survive here. Moonblast, yes, Moonblast, no Dazzling Gleam. That means we protect it, we get a Spore off. We're A-okay. Next turn, we can also Rage Powder as well to draw any damage from that Gastrodon. While we go for a... Again, it's crazy. I've not been hit a single time, so Drain Punch is still like a viable option here. But let's Rage Fist. And Rage Powder with Amoonguss. The main stays asleep. It is faster than us. Rage Powder goes off. I think, oh, I'm still in Protect, right? If it used its move before Rage Powder went off. Rage Fist should pick up a KO here. It's a critical hit as well. I don't think that was necessary, but crit nonetheless. Takes out Fluttermane. Final Pokemon are Iron Hands, which again can't do much here. Or the... what is it called? Chien Pao. What should be Iron Hands? Here's what I can do. Switch in... Okay, no, it's Chien Pao. I was going to say... Switch in the... No, I can still do it. I can switch in Tyranitar. Protect with the Annihilate so I don't get Sucker Punched. And then just get a free KO from Sand. Yeah. Honestly, I could have bulked up as well. I should have bulked up. Bulk up, get a free +1 attack defense. Because his only damaging option would be Ice Spinner. That would guarantee an attack, I guess. But I guess also this just prevents damage from Gastrodon coming out. Yep, there's Ice Spinner. I should have let him use it, actually. I should have just bulked up. Earth Power. Oh, okay, yeah. Maybe then doubling or using Protect was the play. If he was doubling into me. But Sand does take out the Chi and Power. Oh, the utility from this Tyranitar has been insane. It hasn't done... Okay, well, it did Rock Slide at the start, but it has literally been doing nothing but protecting and just existing with Sand. And it has done so much. Iron Hands comes out. You cannot fake out. So this is pretty much a dead Iron Hands. Let's Drain Punch the Gastrodon. And let's Crunch Iron Hands. Actually, let's do it all around. Let's Drain Punch Iron... Oh, no. Drain Punch the Iron Hands. I forget, I still have no stacks of Rage Fist. And Crunch Gastrodon. I assume... Okay, no, he protects here. TTar probably goes down at some point now from Earth Power, Wild Charge, but Drain Punch should be whittling away the Iron Hands. Gastrodon protects himself from Crunch. Iron Hands is Wild Charge. TTar finally goes down, but TTar, you've done your due diligence. You've set up the Sand. In fact, you've set up the Sand as well for a Lycanroc to come in as well. Iron Hands, everybody gets hit by Sand. But yeah, Lycanroc should come in and just get a double KO with Rock Slide here. He can't protect again with Gastrodon. Iron Hands doesn't have Protect as far as I can tell. Wild Charge, Volt Tackle, Fake Out, Drain Punch. I suppose he could Drain Punch my Lycanroc, but he doesn't outspeed me, so... And this should be it. Drain Punch the... Let's Drain Punch Gastrodon. And close combat for Iron Hands. Never mind, he's protecting. Alright, fine. You want to stall this out? He doesn't protect after all. So that means that, yeah, he really could not do any damage to me because his only damaging option was Wild Charge. Again, I assume it's Wild Charge, Fake Out, Protect, Drain Punch, right? We were wild to not have a Drain Punch on Iron Hands. And it's leftovers as well, so we know that what his item is. And I will say, I really do think that this is probably my favorite team that I've used so far this season. I mean, not much teams that I've used this season, but of the few teams that I have been using, this combination of Sand team plus having this Annihilate that can set up with bulk ups is just huge. That honestly, that turn, or that win just came from Ghost Terror Tyranitar. I couldn't do that turn 1 and guarantee that his Qian Pao and Iron Hands were walled. That's like, that doesn't happen anywhere else. Oh goodness, what is this team? Oh, Iron Hands. Oh, am I gonna do it again? Am I gonna lead Lycanroc Tyranitar and have Annihilate in the back to switch into double ghost types? But there is also a Tinglu, which is a bit concerning. Garganical Amoonguss has a possibility to be in a very annoying setup. There is also Kingambit and a Hatcherene, interesting. I am concerned about a possible Tinglu Iron Hands lead because what I would want to do, if Tinglu is out front, I would love to just Helping Hand close combat to the Tinglu. But if Iron Hands comes out, there is the concern of a Fake Out, which means I almost have to switch in my Annihilate. Actually, you know what? No, let's do this. Let's lead Lycanroc Amoonguss and have Tyranitar in the back. If I have Amoonguss out with the Lycanroc, I can absorb the Fake Out with a Rage Powder, I think. And then, if he doesn't, I can switch in Tyranitar to get the speed boost for Lycanroc. He sends out Hatcherene Amoonguss. I was not expecting this. Alright, what does Hatcherene do here? That is my concern. Hatcherene... Rage was turn 1, but do I want to do that? What if he Rage Powders? I think I bulk up here. If I had led both of my my Sand users, this would have been great. But because Helping Hand Rock Slide here would have done huge bits to the Hatcherene. I imagine this is Rage Powder, right? Yeah. Rage Powder Trick Room? This is a very slow team action now that I realized it. So maybe it's a good thing I don't bring out my Tyranitar yet. Oh, critical hit onto the Hatcherene. If I had brought in Tyranitar to this and had it used Helping Hand, that would have been a KO. Now he's going to get off Trick Room. Alright. I think this calls for a switch into TTar. I do set up the Sand, which is a bit scary, but here's the thing. I don't think I bring in my Lycanroc just yet. So Switch in Tyranitar. It can absorb a possible move from the Hatterene, which gives it priority, or brings it, gives it weakness policy. What does Annihilate do? Do we Rage Fist here? I think we have to protect. My issue though is this Hatterene. It's gonna heal up with leftovers, but I don't really mind too much. He might just Pollen Puff his own Hatterene actually, in which case that is very annoying. Protect. Dazzling Gleam, yep. Great move. This triggers weakness policy on Tyranitar. Does 80 damage. Can survive as long as there's no Pollen Puff from the Amoonguss coming onto Tyranitar. Spore. Spore the Annihilate, please. Yep. Alright, let's see. Oh, honestly, oh no, it has leftovers. I was gonna say, we could just let it die to Sandstorm. Leftovers Black Sludge, alright. Does Annihilate survive Hatterene? I think it does, right? I'm pretty sure Annihilate survives the Dazzling Gleam. Do I dare Rock Slide? I think I go for the guaranteed KO onto the Hatterene instead. I mean, do we go for a Rage Fist here? Let's just go for a Rage Fist. And what's up, Snowball? And yes, Snowball, I have indeed watched Wolfie's video where he used the team. Pollen Puff. Oh, does get a KO onto the Tyranitar. Oh, maybe Rage Fisting the Hatterene slot was a better idea here. To be fair though, Rage Fist gets a bonus 50 damage, so this might KO. No, it does KO, thanks to Sand. Next turn as well, Accelerock from Lycanroc can get a KO onto the Hatterene, so we should be good here. Accelerock Protect is the next turn, but I am a bit worried about what comes out from him next. If our Lycanroc can go down and we can get in Amoonguss next to our Annihilate, especially under Trick Room, we should be in a very nice spot. He sends out, is that Kingambit? No, it's Iron Hands. Ooh. This is tough now. This is tough now. Fake out onto Lycanroc is coming. I think we have to switch in Amoonguss here and go for Protect. Because he's absolutely going to fake out my Lycanroc slot and then Dazzling Gleam. And Terra as well, interesting. Terra onto the Iron Hands. Terra Gross. Very interesting. What is this going to be? He has to be faking out here, right? We Protect. Dazzling Gleam goes off. Amoonguss should survive this. Yeah, Amoonguss takes no damage whatsoever. And, oh, it's Terra Blast. So that's why. Oh. Terra Blast onto an Amoonguss, so what a switch in. And Trick Room should still be up. In which case we can use Pollen Puff on our Annihilate, get a heal off, and then from that, KO the Hatterene. It's fine, Pollen Puff will heal us up. And then we can go for Rage Fist onto Hatterene. I don't think Iron Hands is a threat to our Annihilate, because it has what, Terra Blast? Honestly, the Trick Room is actually huge for me, because now that just means I could heal up my Annihilate here. Although in theory, I shouldn't need to, because I should be able to move first. Psyshock probably KOs here. Yep. But I mean, we got the heal, so that's all that matters. We got the heal off. This KOs. Oh, well, firstly, let's have to see Terra Blast. That did what? 70? Oh no, not even 70 damage. Like 60-ish damage. Drain Punch wouldn't have made a difference here. We would have healed like minimal HP. I think Trick Room ends this turn. So we can go for Drain Punch on the following turn. Especially if he sends out a Kingambit or a Ting-Lu or something. I do have to be careful about Sucker Punch if it's Kingambit though. That is something I have to be very careful of. If it is Kingambit, then I think I close combat with Lycanroc. Oh, it's Ting-Lu. Okay, that's fine. Never mind. In this case, I think I close combat and Drain Punch. The question is, who do I close combat, who do I Drain Punch? Close combat Ting-Lu, Drain Punch the Iron Hands. Close combat might be able to KO with Choice Band. Never mind, to not. I was too used to the Helping Hand Choice Band damage. Drain Punch should do help up for us. Please don't land a Fissure. That's all I ask. Honestly, he might just still win here with Ting-Lu. Oh, it's Earthquake. Oh, okay, well, we are bulky enough that we survive with our Annihilate, but honestly, no, this is fine because we know that his Iron Hands can't do enough damage to us. I'm worried about Protect though on his Ting Lu. 138, that did 50 damage. Oh, that did 80 damage. I should have absolutely doubled Ting Lu because now I need to play the guessing game. Who protects? I think I have to Rage Fist the Iron Hands. Who protects here? I have to KO the Iron Hands because I don't think Ting Lu KOs me with another Earthquake. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. I just made this so much more difficult for myself. I should have just doubled into Ting Lu. Screw it. Let's go for it. Rage Fist. He doesn't protect. This should KO. Does he KO me here? That's the question. Does Ting Lu KO me? I don't think Earthquake KOs me. But it is single target though. Single target Earthquake. Ruination? What? We dodge anyway. Alright. Fair enough. I guess I was panicking for nothing. Now we just Drain Punch and we should get a win here. Woo! That was way too close for comfort.